Imagine waking up on a chilly winter morning. The thermostat reads -5 degrees Celsius. Or think about when you check your bank account and find it's overdrawn by $50. Both scenarios involve integers, and while they may seem simple, there's a lot more to understand about these numbers. Integers are a fundamental part of mathematics. They include the whole numbers, their negatives, and the number 0. So whether it's a scorching 30 degrees outside or a chilly -10, whether you're $50 in the black or $100 now, or if the temperature drops below 0. Positive integers sit to the right of 0 on the number line and they're greater than 0. Negative integers, on the other hand, sit to the left of 0 and are less than 0. 0 itself is neither positive nor negative. Now, integers have certain properties that make them unique. They have closure property, the associative property. This means that the grouping of integers doesn't affect the result.
जीवन अनमोल है, खुद अच्छा रोल है। कल को आसान बनाने के लिए आज आपको कड़ी मेहनत करनी ही पड़ेगी।
For instance, if you're adding 3 integers, it doesn't matter how you group them, the sum remains the same. The commutative property is another interesting feature of integers. It states that the order in which we perform operations on integers doesn't affect the result. Whether you subtract 5 from 10 or 10 from 5, the absolute result remains the same. Lastly, we have the distributive property. This sum of two others, subtraction, multiplication, adding 2 positive integers or 2 negative integers will always, then it's an integer.
Surprise!
The integers have the same sign and negative if they have different signs. To summarize, integers are an integral. They include positive numbers, negative numbers, and 0. They have unique properties like closure, associative, commutative, and distributive properties. Moreover, they have operations like addition, involved. Remember the art of playing with these numbers, and mathematics will become a lot more enjoyable and less intimidating. For more help, feel free to reach out to Anil's Care Center. The journey of learning continues, and it's always more fun to learn together.